Hey there guys, what's up? It's GeneralSecura reporting from my one day at Gamescom in Cologne. Or how the hell you pronounce that. Anyway, I went there for one day with a college friend and a bunch of his friends. And I must say it was quite interesting. Now, I snapped a bunch of pictures, no video sadly. Some of them are from the people, like some pictures were taken by the people that I was with, and most were taken by me. So, yeah, here's the entrance, or one of the entrances, and the lines. Oh god, the lines. So much people. How much people, you wonder? Well, how about this? Yes, that much people. Oh god. So much waiting. I mean, the lines, man, it was just incredible. I didn't really get to play every game there. Like some stuff, Assassin's Creed 3 had like a 5-hour waiting time. And I'm pretty sure so did Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now here's just some general panorama shots that I took to kind of get a sense of how massive this convention, whatever it is, was. This was when I was standing in line for Metal Gear Solid Rising. And here's a lot of people waiting or playing The Lord of the Rings online. Yes, that's in German, because, you know, conventions in Germany. I didn't play Lord of the Rings online. I'm not really a fan of Lord of the Rings. I'm not really a fan of MMORPGs. So, yeah, put 2 and 2 together, and what do you get? And here are a bunch of people waiting for Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I didn't play that either, because I'm really not much of a fan of Tekken. But I was a fan of the Tekken booth babes, though. I mean, damn. Had some girls dressed up like Lily and Anna, I think her name was, the one in the red dress. And here's another picture I took when I was in line for Metal Gear Solid Rising, because I set out with one goal in mind. I must play Metal Gear Rising if it's there. And it was there, so I stood in line and I played it. And this was looking at the Square Enix kind of part of the room where they had stuff like Hitman, Absolution, and Final Fantasy XIV, and also the new Tomb Raider game. I played none of them. I mean, come on, there's only so much time in one day. But let's just get on to discussing Metal Gear Solid Rising then. So here's a snapshot of the TV that I was playing Metal Gear Rising on. And basically the demo they had there was what I think will be the tutorial level when the actual game comes out. Basically you just walk around and slash up like targets. And I must say the cut everything to pieces mechanic worked pretty well once you get the hang of it. The controls for it were kind of awkward at first, like you have to hold the left trigger. I was playing on Xbox, by the way. And left stick controls kind of the camera, and right stick controls the angle you slash at. But as soon as you let go of the right stick, you slash, and I was kind of like waggling it back and forth, thinking that was slashing, and I just cut up everything into tiny, tiny pieces. But once I got the hang of it, it was pretty awesome. Kinda really looking forward to it now. I wish it was February already. But the demo did kind of end on a bad note. Like, I just finished all the tutorial crap and I thought, okay, now we're gonna get like some actual gameplay, some action. And there was this cutscene, we're in a town, it's on fire, and Metal Gear Ray shows up, and I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna fight Metal Gear Ray now, and demo over. What the hell, Konami? That was kind of a bummer, but still, Metal Gear Rising, it's gonna be awesome. Damn awesome. Although the demo could have been a bit better, like, the game's gonna be awesome, but the demo wasn't really worth the 3-hour wait. Yes, 3 hours. And this is what was underneath the Rising demo stage thing. We kind of had some sort of live internet streaming show going on, where they were discussing Castlevania on 3DS or something. And it was actually really funny, that big pane of glass on the right, there was a woman who just crashed face first into that, thinking that was like a way out. Freaking hilarious. Also hilarious, like a couple of people in front of me in line for Rising was a guy in a wheelchair. And you basically had to go up a flight of stairs to get to the demo area. And there was no, like, wheelchair accessible way to get up there, so how did the staff do that? Well, they hoisted up the guy in the wheelchair with 4 people and just carried him up the frickin' stairs, and they had to carry him back down again after like 15 minutes as well. I know you're not supposed to laugh at that, but I thought it was pretty damn hilarious, to be quite honest. I already know I'm going to hell, so I don't really care anymore. Now let's move on to some awesome stuff. Like this car that was over at the Need for Speed showcase thingamajiggy. I mean, that is a nice car. I wouldn't mind having one of those, if it didn't cost me that much. And those things just consume so much fuel. Can't afford it. Yeah, well, guess I'll just stick to my Toyota IQ. That's a perfectly decent car. And here's some more for some other Need for Speed game, I think. I think they had 2. You had that one that was Most Wanted, and this one was like Hot Pursuit or something. This one involved the police and other fancy cars and yada yada. Not much of a Need for Speed fan. And here they had this Lego sculpture of some World of Warcraft character, I think. No clue who or what the hell this is supposed to be, but I'm sure I have some Warcraft fans that are gonna tell you all about it in the comments. Right? I hope so. If not, then this was a giant waste of everyone's time. And so will this. A Lego landscape of lots of things World of Warcraft, I think. I recognized the helicopter thing on the far right. I think I saw my little brother use that once when he still played World of Warcraft. So, yeah, pretty cool. Makes you wonder why there are no actual Lego Warcraft sets. And this was quite nice as well, a nice big mural for Star Wars The Old Republic. That Star Wars MMO that I don't play, because I don't like MMOs, even though I do like Star Wars. Dilemmas. And here they have this really cool like artwork of Soul Calibur and Soul Edge from Soul Calibur 5, and I thought that was pretty neat. This was in some sort of art gallery, and I don't know why the picture's on its side. It wasn't supposed to come out like that. Weird. I also went to the Capcom gaming area because there was another game there that I was really looking forward to, namely Lost Planet 3. Now they had 3 games you could play there: Resident Evil 6, Lost Planet 3, and that Devil May Cry reboot that everyone's complaining about because the Dante doesn't look like Dante or something. But, once again, it's, in typical Capcom fashion, horribly screwed up. They have one line for all 3 games. Like a mixed line. Like, even if you only want to play like Lost Planet 3 like I did, you still have to wait in line behind all the people who want to play Resident Evil 6 or Devil May Cry. And that was just freaking stupid. Like, why not give each game its own line? But of course, once I got inside, it turned out that you basically got a chance to play all 3 games, and you just switched places with people or something. Except I got there, like, before the entire thing was about to close, so there weren't really that many people left. Got to play a little Lost Planet, a little Devil May Cry. I skipped on Resident Evil 6 because people were waiting on me, and I had to go, and I don't really care that much about Resident Evil anyway. So, yeah, I played Lost Planet 3 and the Devil May Cry reboot for a bit. Now, Lost Planet 3, it's awesome. Much better than Lost Planet 1 from the tiny bit that I've played. I haven't played Lost Planet 2 yet, but I've heard people say that's even worse than 1. Basically, in this one you have a giant robot with drills and like claws that you basically stay in or you die if certain weather sets up, and I think it might actually be sort of an open world game, and like it kind of reminded me of Red Faction Guerrilla when I was playing it, and that was pretty damn sweet. And also it's back on the ice planet, as you can obviously see. It takes place before Lost Planet 1, so it's some sort of a prequel. I think that's nice. It's definitely the most story-driven Lost Planet game yet. I'm looking forward to this one, except I can't pre-order it yet at my game store for some reason. It's not in their system yet. Get on it, Game Mania. Also, the Devil May Cry reboot with that Dante that doesn't look like Dante. Well, I haven't played any of their Devil May Cry games, but this one was pretty sweet. I don't really care what they... I don't really like what they did to Dante. I mean, I kinda liked him the way he looked in the other 4 games. But gameplay-wise, it was perfectly fine. If all other Devil May Cry games are like that, I better get on playing them stat. But the story for this one, I'm not really sure I'm really that positive about it. Oh well, can't have it all. And now for some other games that were there that I didn't really care about. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Yeah, I don't like Call of Duty, I've mentioned that before. Also, StarCraft 2. Kinda big booth over there. Again, I'm not really that big of a fan of StarCraft. And there was also this place where people were playing StarCraft matches and lots of people were watching it. Why would you want to watch other people play StarCraft? To be quite honest, I don't understand it, but I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason for that. Also, FIFA 13. I don't care about that, but my little brother loves it to death and made me pre-order it for him on my account, so I get the points for it, so that works for me. Borderlands 2. Guess it's gonna be a good game, but I really don't care that much for Borderlands. A friend of mine's excited for it, though. And Medal of Honor Warfighter, basically the same damn thing as Call of Duty, but with a different name and from a different company. Still don't really care for it because I don't really like FPSs. And also one of the games I played was that DC Comics fighting game that's being made by the guys behind Mortal Kombat, called Injustice: Gods Among Us or something. And it had these 2 lovely ladies in front. Never hurts to look at that while you're waiting in line. Didn't really have to wait that long for this one, though. And they kinda had some sort of tournament-style thing going on. You had, like, whole groups going in at once. And in the first round, I got squared off against some woman in her 30s, I think, and I got my ass handed to me, man. I just suck at fighting games like that, especially when I don't even know the controls. Like, I was trying the same button inputs that Mortal Kombat used, because I've played that one. Wasn't really good at it, but I've played it. Hopefully that was gonna help me, but nope. Got my ass handed to me. In all 3 matches, it was kind of best of 3. Actually won one, but barely, and that was because I used Superman, and he had this really overpowered I-beam move. But, yeah, I got my ass handed to me. Oh well. No, it can't really be that great at all games now, can I? Kinda makes me wish I had their asses handed to me, though. If you know what I'm saying. So yeah, apart from these 2, there was also plenty other cosplaying to be seen at Gamescom this year. Like these girls dressed up as zombies to promote Ubisoft Zombie U. Now, I must say, they really did play their part very well. They were even walking around like zombies the entire time. I have never seen them act human. I mean, that's impressive. To really, like, stay true to your character like that. That does require some acting skill, and I commend these ladies for that. And here's some, like, soldiers for Medal of Honor Warfighter, and some reporter from some website or TV show where I don't know. I think she was German. I'm not really that knowledgeable on German gaming websites or whatever, if they have like a German IGN. But yeah. Do wonder if those are actual guns. Probably not. And here's my friend that I was with. He was actually wearing like an Assassin's Creed Altair costume. Pretty damn awesome. He got people asking him to go on take photos with him all the time. And there was this weird Silent Hill bunny at the Konami stand. Like, what the hell? Isn't Silent Hill supposed to be a horror game? Why is there a big bunny walking around? That didn't make sense. And here's the hotties again, with my friend. Yeah, I just censored his face because I'm not sure if he's okay with this. But whatever. Damn, ladies. Also, if you haven't noticed by now, the girl playing Harley Quinn had an amazing rack. Wonder Woman was a bit lacking though. Doesn't Wonder Woman have a huge rack? And here's some people dressed up as Spartans from Halo, which was kind of confusing because both Nintendo and Microsoft weren't even there. So I guess they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna stand at the Halo 4 stand and be awesome, and they're like, oh, there's no Halo 4 stand. Fuck, I dressed up like this for nothing. But they were still pretty cool though. I mean, probably one of the best Spartan outfits that I've ever seen. Not that I've seen all that many though. And to end this video on a high note, titties. Yeah, titties. And my phone has a horrible zoom function. I really need to buy a camera. Remind me to buy a camera, people. The next time I get some money from making you guys awesome video game walkthroughs, remind me to buy a camera, please. For when I go to Gamescom next year. Because chances are I'm going back there next year. I mean, it's only, like, what, 2 hours away from my home. So I can make it back there next year easily. Also, hell, I might even go to some American convention sometime if I have the time and the money. Which I might. I don't know, I work a lot, earn a lot of money. It's possible. And maybe I'll set up a PayPal account so you guys can, like, donate money so I can go to America. That'd be awesome. Thanks for watching, bye-bye. Titties!